Welcome to another edition of Let's Play Farming Simulator 2013 on the old family farm. Alright, so a couple things changed. Nothing too crazy. What has changed? Yes, here we are. So, as I mentioned last time, I said I would not harvest the corn until next time on camera, and I did a little bit and I remembered, so I stopped. So far this is planted as wheat at the moment, and that's wheat over there, and it's almost ready. And I also, where's my Ford? I also managed to, where am I here? Here we are. So I got this trailer, as you know already, but what I did is I modded it so now it accepts grass, mixed rations or forage, and straw. I'll probably only use it for mixed rations, but that was something I needed because I couldn't use the other tipper we had because it was too big for our tractors. That's the Gilbert 18 ton, or supposed to be 18 ton. So because of that, I modded that smaller trailer. Alright, the other thing that's changed is, as you can see, I mowed a little bit of grass to fill up our mixing station over there. I also emptied out the manure from the pig pen and I put it right here. Better not step in that. It'll also smell all day. So I put the manure there for now, just so it's out of the pig pen. So what I might do is take the manure out of the cows and put it there as well eventually. But we'll see. Anyways, let's do some harvesting. So we have our corn header here. I forget where this corn header came from, to be honest with you. I don't remember, but it works well. It's about the right size for this size. Well, it's nice, about the right size for this type of track or combine. So I went ahead and used it. There's a couple other corn headers I could have used, but this one seemed to work. It seemed to be the right size, so I went ahead and used this one instead. Alright, just gonna hire a worker there. Hopefully he gets that last little bit on the side. If not, I'll have to do it myself. Let's just double check. Is he gonna get it? No. Alright, so let's make sure we get this. And what we'll do is we'll hire a worker. Last little bit. There we go. The cool thing is, I didn't realize this before, but the pedals actually work. Which is kind of cool, actually. And if you look at this corn header, it's pretty detailed, actually. You can see the... Ooh, I forget what those are called. You can see the little fingers that pull the corn husks into the chopper, which is down there, or would normally be at the bottom there. But you can't see it here. It's not that detailed, but it still looks pretty nice. Alright, so we're going to line this guy up and then hire him because we're going to need to do some runs to unload him because we're doing corn, it's going to take a lot of, we're going to need unload a lot basically. And because this field's relatively large, we want to make sure we have enough, we don't want to make sure, oh my goodness, tongue-tied today, jeez. I want to make sure he doesn't stop, basically. So it keeps it constant, so that should be good. Apparently I'm too close to him. Yes. Kind of surprised, actually. They did a bad job of lining that up. There we go. So at least we're not driving all over the crops there. Give them a chance to unload. I don't think there's very much in there. Alright, let's just move out of the way. Do a little bit of a U-E here. And what we'll do is we'll leave the tractor over here. See, he's going to need to be unloaded again. Yeah, it's going to fill up fast. I'm not even sure if you have enough time to go down the road and come back. I was going to plant the rest of it in corn, but the problem I ran into was the fact that I don't actually have a seeder that can plant corn. So, yeah, that's something I was thinking about. I think the Hassia, the old-time seeder, will actually do it, but I haven't bought it yet. I'll show you the seeder I mean. Where are ya? Oh, and also I finally deleted the other combine. So I used to have the class Lexion that I tried to mod, and then they had the class Lexion that Roy modded for me. So I deleted the one I tried to mod and kept the one that Roy modded, which actually works properly. So, anyways, a little bit of a side note. This one right here, I believe this one will do corn, but I haven't picked it up yet, so I'm just gonna leave it for now. Oh, he's almost done there. Just gonna come around and empty him because I think he's gonna get full. Might as well stay ahead of the game here. There you go. I really like this Corey buggy. It's really nice. I'm considering maybe modding it for some other things. It takes all the standard fruit at the moment. But when I was playing on the newbie farm there, I was considering modding it for the other fruits in the farm. So, ah well. And I've noticed the other day. Look how much wage payment we have. That seems like a lot. And I think the reason why is because this seeder does fertilizes as well as seeds, which makes it really expensive to run. I discovered. I'm actually gonna do this. So what I might do in the next, maybe it's because I'm the style of fertilizing I have. Because if you look, you can actually let me bring up the information. You can actually change the style of fertilizing. So there's no fertilizer, partially, and then full. So presumably, if we leave it on partial, it will use less money. But I don't know. So that's something I've been keeping an eye on. What I might do is put it to none, and then see how much money it uses, and at least I can self-fertilize, or I can do it myself, basically, what it boils down to. So I don't have to worry about the extra money going there, because we have lots of liquid manure now, and we have manure as well. So just gonna leave this guy here for the time being. Jump back in our farm all. Be able to catch him in time. Looks like yes. Or not, I thought I was going to. I don't want to drive on the field, but apparently he's not going to give me a choice. Almost full. Getting our precious candy corn, as some people refer to it as. Alright, how full is he? Oh, there we go. We can leave that. What we're going to do is going to drop this off. Whoops. Got a little too excited there. So we're going to drop this off in our silo. And the nice thing is that there's a great demand coming up for corn soon. So we're going to go ahead and sell all our corn during that great demand. But for now, we're going to keep the corn. So we haven't actually sold any of our crops yet. Basically, we just harvested our crops and that's it so far. However, we have been making a little bit of money from our cows. So they're rocking 111% productivity, which is very good for us, which means they're producing quite a bit of milk, which is good. And the nice thing is, the one thing I like about this map is that actually the milk truck actually comes twice a day. It comes in the morning and the evening. If I remember correctly, at 7 a.m. and at 6 p.m. I love that sound, that's so cool. So it comes twice daily, which is nice. So you get a little bit of an injection of cash in the morning and then at night too. So right now our cows, so this is So it's been running, they haven't been, the milk tank hasn't been unloaded yet, and we currently have 16,000 liters of milk, which is pretty good. That's probably about maybe 10,000, something like that maybe. And now they're at 100% efficiency, or more than 100% efficiency, which is good. So that means that they will produce more milk. And as I mentioned, I'm considering, haven't done it yet, considering buying either more cows or buying a breeding facility. I'm not sure yet. So that's something I'm kind of mulling over and haven't quite made a decision on yet. So that's something that could be, we could make some more money, because I have a feeling that we're not going to be able to make a crazy amount of money from our crops, just because our fields aren't huge. And if you look at our expenditures in the last couple of days, it seems like we haven't made that much money. Which is not good. I think it's up over there. Yeah, check it out. So, new vehicles. So on Monday we spent 232,000 on new vehicles. Today we spent 22,000 on new vehicles. That was probably the Bobcat and the conveyor belt. And then that really concerns me, because that's high wage payment. So we can't pay that every day. Good. So, I don't want to start our cultivator because he will start clipping out the corn, and if I set him vertically down this way, he's going to start taking out the wheat, which I don't want him to do either, so I'm going to have to wait for that. So that's the dilemma I'm in right now. And also, apparently our mixing plant 1 straw silo's empty. We don't have any straw yet, but we're going to get some straw from this wheat and that wheat over there, which is good. And we actually do have enough grass here for our cows, easily. So I'm seriously considering changing this field into something else. Not sure what yet. And I'm still thinking about potatoes, and I'm not sure where to put potatoes. I was thinking, where is it? One more. Field number 7 right there. Maybe that field for potatoes. Because we can do potatoes, because we only need about 100 horsepower roughly, and this tractor right here is about 94. So it should be okay to run the potato digger and the potato planter, because we're in. So this is the yeah, this is the potato one. So it requires 100 horsepower, so just a bit over what we have. But I think should be okay if we use our tractor for that right now. I'm not gonna buy this one. This is the more realistic one, and I find with some of the modded vehicles and the more realistic things, it doesn't quite work out very well because the weights aren't set properly. So when you have a more realistic implement like this and you don't use a more realistic tractor, it doesn't work out very well, I've discovered. For some things it's okay, for other things not so much. Sorry, just gotta drink a coffee there. So, you know what, let's go ahead and just buy that now, because I keep talking about it. Let's just do it. Nope, we need to buy type. So potato harvesting, so we're going to need one of these. I'm not going to go this route because this is way too big for this map. But this is going to be a pain, but that's fine. Buy one of these. That's expensive. Oof. Not beet harvesting, not tippers, not plows, a sewing machine. So let's do this right here, which is a small one. And while we're at it, we might as well just buy that field as well. So it's field number 7. So the fields here are super cheap, as you can see. $700. Yeah. Yeah, 7. So, taking a bit of a hit. So what we can do now is, now that we have that, we're going to actually need to cultivate those 2 fields, because we harvested the corn off of it, but we never cultivated because we didn't own the field. And it looks like our combine needs to be unloaded too. Let's hop into this guy. Nope, we don't want to. Alright, let's get over here. And apparently our combine stopped because I wasn't being proactive. Ugh. Alright, let's go ahead and unload our combine here. There we go. And then what we'll do is we'll go take this, drop it off, and then we'll drive our other tractor over to the field and start cultivating. So I think you could use the topper on the back. I'm not sure actually. Oof, that's something I should have checked first. I'm pretty sure you can though. I'm pretty sure you can use a topper on the back of a tractor. Normally I put it on the front, but I think you can use it on the back too. And let me just tell you right now, I'm definitely not going to manually harvest the potatoes because it is a pain. I'm definitely going to course play that because it's just too ridiculous to do it personally because it only does one row at a time. I've tried it before. It's not very much fun. But because we're sticking to 100 horsepower below, I figured let's try and stick with the equipment that follows that. And if I bought that huge harvester, huge potato harvester, probably wouldn't be very good. So the reason why we're doing potatoes on the map is for our pigs. Because we're trying to increase our productivity of our pigs because there is a great demand coming up. So we can try and sell as many pigs as possible. We still haven't picked up a trailer for our pigs yet, which is fine. So right now we have 18 pigs at 40% productivity, which is fine. We can also sell our potatoes if we don't need to sell our potatoes or feed them to our pigs, so we have those two options. And I believe this trailer does not do potatoes because it's not meant that, it's a grain buggy. But our other tipper does do potatoes. So, it might be too high though. That could be a problem. Oops, oops, oops. So let's go ahead and get started cultivating that field over there. Because we're going to need to get that started. There we go, just over here. I feel like there's a lot of cows. I don't remember ever seeing that many cows when I buy cows. But I like it. It makes sense. It looks like I shouldn't buy too many more cows based on the size of the field, though. On the size of the pasture, I should say. Alright, so we own field 7, which is this one down here. So I'm going to go ahead and start this guy cultivating. There we go. And that's what cultivated looks like. I don't have any... There's no plowed fields around here. There is one actually on the other farm. Let's see if I can find it. Is it farm 3? Yes, it is farm 3. So let's hop into our golf cart, which apparently needs to be preheated. Where are we here? So this is the sheep side of the farm. I'm not going to do much here. And that's a pole I shouldn't run into. Where is that plowed field? Oh, it's over there. And the cool thing I discovered actually is each of these silos, they actually share grass, how the total amount of grass we have, which is kind of cool. See, that's what a plowed field looks like. Really nice texture. I don't know if it's a standard texture because I never plow fields, but it's there. I'm just going to leave that there because I'm never going to use that. Alright, let's go unload our combine because I think he's getting close. Yep. He's got his auger out there. Let's go ahead and pick that up. Just say unload him. Don't stop. How come he doesn't put his beacon on? Usually once you get to a certain amount you put your beacon on, but I guess he's breaking the rules. The nice thing about these types of buggy wagons too is they're nice for feeding. If you use them for, if you feed cows, for example, corn, or feed chickens wheat, I guess it's nice. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's nice in that regards, but you don't normally, I guess you don't normally, well, I don't know. They're just a nice size. My brother-in-law and sister-in-law have one, or I don't know, my sister-in-law I guess it would be, they have a grain wagon like this and they use it for their sheep. And they fill it with corn to supplement their primarily hay diet, which is kind of cool. I remember one time the sheep managed to get out of their pen somehow, and there was a little bit of corn that came out of the buggy and was in a Tupperware, like a not Tupperware container, you call it like a trough, basically like a plastic trough, right below it, and they went berserk. They just love that stuff. Now the problem with that is, normally if you feed the animals some food, it's fine, but the problem is apparently if sheep eat too much corn, they'll actually kill themselves, which isn't that funny, but it's kind of silly that they will go that far, which kind of surprised me a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this tractor. Actually, doesn't matter. I still need to cultivate that field anyway, so guess we'll just bring this over here then. And I left our forage harvester at the pig farm because there's a little bit more storage there, which is nice. Keeps it out of the way as well. But because I keep leaving things here, I don't have that much space for it here, which is kind of annoying. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little UE around here and drop us off in the barn. Or the shed, I guess it would be. Alright, there we go. I'm just going to turn the engine off here because I only have one cultivator, so it doesn't make a difference. There we go. Let's move this out of the way here. So I can do the rest of this field all in wheat as well. And then we'll have a big long... Well, a lot of wheat basically is what it boils down to, but also lots of straw, which is nice. Because our mixing plant needs straw. And if we don't keep our mixing plant fully stocked, we're not going to have enough to feed our cows. And I don't think I'm going to give the pigs... I don't think I'm going to give them mixed rations just because it's too expensive. And the return on investment probably isn't there, considering I can give them potatoes, which is cheaper. But cows, on the other hand, the more efficient you make them, the more money you make from them every day, which is sweet. Alright, let's put our corn header back in the shed over here. And then, what we'll do is, might as well fill it up while we're here. Let's go take a little look and see how far he's got with the cultivating. Oh, he's almost done. Oh, he missed. How did you miss that little bit? It's right here. How did you miss that? Come on now. Oh well. Anyways, so the problem I've run into right now is this is the only tractor that can... Actually, you know what I can do? I'm going to do this right now. Hop in here. Stop with the worker for a second. I'm going to go get this little tiny patch here you decided to miss for some reason. Which is annoying. Alright, and I'm going to drop the cultivator there. And then I'm going to reset the planting equipment. Not the combine. That needs to be reset anyways. Let's go pick up the planter. So what I can do is I can use our farm-all to... Can that work on the back? That looks really big for this tractor. Sheesh. Maybe... Oh, it's the other side. Whoops. Anyway. Ah, well, we need to go to the other side. Oh, no, we don't. Good thing we have the weight in the front of this thing. Potato harvesters, like single-row potato harvesters, are that big. I've actually been on a potato harvester just like that, basically. Not that particular model. It actually was a Grimmy, but it looked very similar. It's an older model. Oh, he's good. Oof. Thought we were going to have a problem there with weight. Let's go fill this up with a few potatoes so it looks pretty, at the very least. Right here, I believe. Let's just, that's good. There, now at least it looks appropriate. Alright. Better get my farm all over here. Gotta start the engine. Go. And he has enough horsepower to do the cultivating. It's not a very powerful cultivator. I believe. Let me just double check. Trying to stay within the appropriate horsepower. Where is it here? 45 horsepower. Good. So we're fine with this particular tractor. This one tractor has 61 horsepower, and that means it can do this field. Use the cultivator no problem. Let's move the Ford out of the way. Apparently I left him right in my way. Alright. Potatoes are expensive. Even in real life, like, to get all the equipment, because it's very specialized equipment. Like even in this game, you can't use the same equipment for potatoes and sugar beets, so it makes it very expensive. And in real life, you do need specialized equipment as well. And not everyone, it's not readily available in North America, at least, let's say that. My in-laws harvest potatoes, or they're potato farmers, I guess you'd call them. And the equipment isn't necessarily readily available or easily accessible, let's say that. You can get it, don't get me wrong, but it's not all over the place. There's a place called the Holland Marsh in Ontario, and they are crazy. Well, there's a crazy amount of sugar beets. They do carrots, I believe, there. A lot of root vegetables and fruits. Vegetables, not fruits. Alright, so let's set this guy up here. There we go. Sweet. Let's take a look over here. Ooh, got a little bit of lag there. Oh, it looks nice. So what they're doing here, you can't really see it, but what they're doing is they're putting it into hills. So that basically planter is a hiller as well, and that's just the way potatoes grow. You need to put them in a hill, and if you don't, they don't grow properly. So sometimes it's like, for example, just a hiller is kind of a weird thing to look for. Like my father-in-law had to make his own hiller, which is kind of interesting actually. So, all right, let's go move that combine. It's just sitting there now. But now we have even more stuff, so we need to find places for that as well. Let's put it in the corner over here, just like so. Perfect. So we're good for corn harvesting for the time being, because we don't have any other corn. So I'm going to go ahead and attach the other header here. There we go. I'm not necessarily going for old-timey equipment on this map, but it just seems that a lot of the old-timey equipment, the old-time equipment seems to fit a bit better. Like, I love my Class Lexion 550, but I think it's just a little too big for this map. Let's park this right in here. There we go. Turn that off. Good. So what I'll do is I'll finish the rest of this off camera, and until next time, this has been Farming Simulator 2013, and this time we are on the old family farm. Talk to you guys later.